Hey y'all, my lovely mod Abellis turned me on to this site. She told me there was an update in the case today. I apologize if I'm talking funny. I had a procedure today, so I've been talking really funny, but I wanted to hurry up and get this out here for you guys so you guys would have the update. So this article is from USA Today. It is titled "Cadaver Dog to Hunt for Travis Decker. Girl's Mother Speaks Publicly for the First Time." And it was last updated today, June 23rd, 2025 at 4:21 p.m. It reads, as the hunt intensifies for a Washington state father wanted in connection to the killings of his 3 school-aged daughters, the girl's mother spoke publicly about the children for the first time since their deaths. Quote, "I truly hope that the legacy of the girls' lives lives on in everyone's heart forever," unquote, Whitney Decker said through tears during a June 20th memorial service for her daughters, Peyton Decker, 9, Evelyn Decker, 8, and Olivia Decker, 5. Quote, "They were incredible," unquote. The girls' mother reported them missing May 30th after the siblings left their Central Washington home for a planned custody visit with their father, the Wenatchee Police Department reported. Wenatchee is in Chelan County, about 148 miles east of Seattle. This photo here reads the Decker sister from left, Evelyn, who was 8, Olivia, who was 5, and Peyton, who was 9. They were found deceased near Rock Island Campground in Washington State on June 2nd, 2025, 3 days after they were reported missing by their mother after failing to return from a planned visitation with their father, Travis Decker. Authorities found their bodies near the father's unoccupied vehicle near the campground. Local, state, and federal officials continue to search for their father, who is wanted on charges of kidnapping, first-degree homicide, and custodial interference, said the Wenatchee Police Department. They were so precious. The article continues. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office reported a deputy found the girls lifeless with plastic bags over their heads and evidence that their hands had been zip-tied. The joint local, state, and federal multi-jurisdictional hunt for Decker continued after deputies discovered the girls' bodies on June 2nd at Rock Island Campground. The girl's father, 33-year-old U.S. Army veteran Travis Decker, is wanted on charges including 3 counts of first-degree homicide and 3 counts of kidnapping in connection with their deaths. On June 23rd, which was today, Chelan County Sheriff Mike Morrison said Decker remained at large as the case entered week 4 and day 22 of operations. Quote, U.S. Marshals are following up on leads and we continue to conduct joint operations with nearby Catias County, Morrison told USA Today. Quote, additional air operations will take place over the next couple of days, inserting specialized search teams into more inaccessible areas. A cadaver dog, the sheriff said, was also set to deploy this week. And this photo is of Chelan County Sheriff's Office SWAT members hunt for Travis Decker in a mountainous region of Washington State in June of 2025. Decker is wanted on 3 counts of homicide and suspected in the homicides of his 3 school-aged daughters, said Mike Morrison. In a video shot by KIRO TV, the grieving mother stood at a podium before a crowd in a lavender dress with a cardigan wrapped around her shoulders. She recalled how daily her daughters shared 3 emotions with her, one sibling always making a point to ask her how she felt. Emotions, Whitney Decker said, that, quote, allowed them to have such warm and open hearts to the community, unquote. Quote, I know Evelyn would have loved to ooh and ah over all your outfits. She would have been amazed by all the color out there, unquote, the mother said. Quote, Peyton would have sought each and every one of you out to try to find something to give you a compliment for. I'm so thankful for the time that I had with the girls, Decker said. A motive in the homicides remains under investigation. The girl's father was homeless and living out of a white 2017 GMC Sierra pickup at the time they vanished, according to police. Police said he is a former military member with extensive training who, quote, may pose a significant risk if approached, unquote. Court filings obtained by USA Today said Travis Decker reportedly exhibited mental health issues before the girls' homicides. This photo says the Chelan County Sheriff's Office released photographs of how the Washington wanted man may have altered his appearance. He is also wanted on multiple felonies, including 3 counts of first-degree homicide and the deaths of his 3 daughters, and that's from the Chelan County Sheriff's Office. Police described Travis Decker as a white man with black hair and brown eyes, standing 5'8" and weighing 190 pounds. He was last seen wearing a light-colored shirt and dark shorts. This photo is Travis Decker of Washington State is wanted on charges of kidnapping, first-degree homicide, and custodial interference after authorities found the bodies of his 3 daughters on June 2, 2025, near his unoccupied vehicle by the Rock Island campground from the Wenatchee Police Department. He should not be approached, the article says. Anyone who sees him or with information about his whereabouts is asked to call 911. Tipsters can also call the CCSO tip line at 509-667-6845 or submit their information online at the website you see there. It's .co.chelan.wa.us/sheriff/form/submit a tip. I wanted to go back to what their mother said. It looked like there was a link we could check.
I just have something to share. Good evening. I thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. You all look beautiful, and I know that Abby would have loved to ooh and ah over all of your outfits. She would have been amazed by all the color out there. I just thought you guys look fantastic. You know, the pain would have sought each and every one of you out to try to find something to give you a compliment for. She did that for everyone, whether it's in the grocery store or at school or with me, always telling me, oh, you look so beautiful, Mom, I love your earrings, or whatever it was that she could find. I wanted to share Lisa's connection the girls and I had that I think allowed them to have such warm and open hearts to the community around them. After my divorce, there were a lot of feelings flowing through my house, as you could imagine, me going through a divorce with 3 small, tiny women. Some of the feelings were easier to talk about than others. Through the girls' time with Children's Home Society and some incredible therapists, we discovered the 3 feelings. At night, during their bedtime routine, I would ask them what 3 feelings they felt during that day. No feeling too big or too small, and what was going on when they felt those feelings. For Peyton, she always had more than 3, consistently eager to tell me about every minute of her day. She was always interrupting her sisters to make sure I knew every single one. For Ed, we would talk about her feelings one-on-one, right at bedtime, because she wasn't always ready to share them with her sisters. And for Olivia, we were still working on how to describe all of her feelings, but beyond a shadow of a doubt, one was always happy. Even when I tried to avoid telling my feelings, which was so easy to do as an adult, I feel like, the girls, one of them, would always say, wait, Mom, you didn't tell me what yours were, and make sure that I, too, would tell them what my 3 feelings were. I'm so thankful for the time that I had with the girls, and how the 3 feelings allowed us to connect when the world slowed down, and it really gave me an inside look into their day. I believe doing this with them allowed them to come into the world with open hearts and kindness. I hope that you are all able to do some version of the 3 feelings with your loved ones. Thank you everyone for being here tonight and the outpouring of love that you have shown me and my family over the past few weeks. I truly hope that the legacy of the girls' lives lives in everyone's heart forever. They were incredible.
I wanted to leave that last part in so you could all see that she got a standing ovation. You know, this case is really sad. It feels like these homicides could have been prevented with the proper mental health care for our veterans. And it's just something that nobody should ever have to deal with. I want to keep y'all updated, and I'm doing just that. So if you don't mind, please hit the thumbs up on your way out. Thank you so much.